In a small village nestled at the base of a great mountain lived a young man named Arin. Arin was known for his kindness, but also for his hesitation. He often dreamt of achieving great things, but was paralyzed by the fear of failure. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Arin sat by the village well, lost in thought. He watched as the villagers moved about their evening routines, each seemingly confident in their path. A soft, gentle voice interrupted his thoughts. "Good evening, Arin," said the village elder, a wise woman named Leora. She had a calming presence, her eyes filled with years of wisdom and compassion. "Good evening, Leora," Arin replied, a hint of sadness in his voice. "I feel like my life is slipping by, and I'm not achieving anything. I want to do something meaningful, but I'm afraid of failing." Leora smiled gently and took a seat beside him. "Arin, let me tell you a story," she said. "Long ago, in this very village, there was a young girl named Alara. Like you, she dreamt of accomplishing great things. She yearned to climb the great mountain that loomed over our village, a feat no one had ever attempted. The villagers laughed at her ambition, saying it was impossible, but Alara was determined. One day, she packed a small bag with food and water and set out at dawn. As she took her first step towards the mountain, doubt crept into her mind. "What if I can't make it? What if I fail?" she thought. But she pushed these fears aside and kept walking. The path was steep and treacherous. Alara faced countless obstacles: rocky terrain, biting winds, and moments of sheer exhaustion. Many times, she thought of turning back, but each time doubt whispered in her ear, she remembered why she started. "I want to see what lies beyond," she reminded herself. Days turned into weeks. Alara's body ached. Her spirit wavered, but she never stopped. She took each step with purpose, focusing only on the ground ahead of her. Finally, one morning, as the first light of dawn kissed the mountain's peak, Alara reached the summit. What she saw took her breath away. The view was more magnificent than she had ever imagined. Valleys stretched out below her, rivers winding like silver ribbons, and forests painting the landscape in shades of green. She felt a profound sense of accomplishment, not just for the view, but for the journey itself. Alara returned to the village a hero. Her story inspired many others to pursue their dreams, no matter how impossible they seemed. The mountain she climbed became a symbol of courage and perseverance. Leora paused, letting the story sink in. Arin looked at her, eyes wide with wonder. "Alara was incredible," he said softly. "But what does that mean for me?" "Alara was just like you," Leora replied. "She faced her fears and took the first step. You don't have to conquer a mountain, Arin. You just have to take the first step towards your dreams. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal." Arin pondered Leora's words. He realized that his fear of failure had been holding him back for too long. The next morning, he woke up early and wrote down his dreams and goals. He knew it wouldn't be easy, but he was determined to start. With each step, Arin found his confidence growing. He faced challenges and setbacks, but he kept moving forward. He took up new skills, met new people, and slowly began to see progress. Years later, Arin stood at the edge of the village, looking up at the great mountain. He smiled, remembering Alara's story and how it had inspired him to take his first step. He knew that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and he had taken his. Arin's story became a beacon of hope for others, reminding them that no dream is too big and no goal is too far. All it takes is the courage to begin, one step at a time. And so, dear reader, remember Arin's journey whenever you feel overwhelmed by the path ahead. Take that first step and let your dreams guide you. For it is not the destination that defines us, but the courage to take the journey.